Hello, welcome to the Last Shot podcast with me, All Things Wrestling, and Stefan.
Yeah, man, I'm in pretty good mood. Having some tests at college moved kinda, and but I was kind of pissed off, but now I'm fine because tomorrow is Raw and we have a podcast tonight, so a lot to look forward, dude. And WWE also in 24 hours, whatever. So 2K20. So a lot to look out for, bro. I don't know. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We do apologise for the delay of this podcast, but yesterday just couldn't get it recorded, so luckily we can get it done Sunday night instead of Saturday night.
Yeah, hopefully, because this, we almost didn't have a podcast this week.
No. If you had them tests, we wouldn't be recording.
Yeah, because I said I was having some tests, some stuff to do, and I had 500 pages, bro. Think about that. 500 pages. You need to know answers, what they ask you, blah, 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 questions you have, blah. So, it's a kiss, dude. So, at least they moved that for another 2 weeks. And now, man, I can just focus on this and let's do it the right way.
Let's start with ratings, as we always do every week.
Oh, my God. Just don't type in Meltzer, because if you do that, the shitstorm is coming,
Meltzer in the title, just put the word Dave Meltzer over and over and over again.
Even if Meltzer didn't report those ratings.
Yeah.
Okay.
We start with WWE Raw had 2.28 for the ratings, so nearly 2.3, which slight decline, but not too bad.
No, it's not bad. But, I'm not worried about Raw. I mean, we'll see. But the thing is, they didn't change a lot, I didn't mind the show. I don't think it was a bad show.
No. It's a competent enough show.
It's just... I think we can both agree on this. It's not what we expected after the whole Raw, bro. After the whole draft. No. It's not, I think we expected, we had much more higher expectations, kind of. But then again, how can you have higher expectations when you know that Vince McMahon is running the show, So
Exactly. Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Yeah, but it was good. What's your score for the show? Your rating?
I can't remember. I think I gave it like a 6.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 5 out of 10.
It was a competent enough show. It was entertaining enough.
It was, and I think I stayed up to watch the show. So, yeah, 4 out of 10 for me. And let's move now to AEW.
Yes, this is the one that we all actually care about. Is the numbers for AEW and NXT. Both had a slight decline again, but not anything to be worried about. For AEW anyway, they just got just over 1 million viewers on the on TNT.
Yeah.
I don't believe these numbers include Fight TV.
They don't include those. They include only Fox on 2 providers. I don't know who, but they don't include Fire TV.
So yeah, obviously Fight TV would massively increase AEW's numbers. So I predict myself there's probably at least 1.5 million people watching a week.
Yeah, but Fight TV is not. It's not a TV, so.
No, if they count those ratings, AEW would be they're crushing them already. And
yeah.
Another big drop for NXT. They got 712,000 viewers, which again is a big drop.
How much do they have? Like 780, right?
780. That's what they had last week. This week they had 712.
Yeah, this is a slower, bro. This is a slother.
Oh no, wait, they had 790 last week. So they dropped. Yeah. What's that? 78,000 again.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not surprised at this point.
No, it's just, like you said. It's like wrestling in a freaking basement. It's
the show is not as good, anywhere near as good as it was a few weeks ago. The quality has dropped. Just the quality of the show has just dropped.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
When I'm watching the show, and this is no joke, and maybe someone can relate to this. I'm honestly sick. Like, for real, I feel sick of watching, not show, but that Full Sail Arena. I
Yeah.
feel sick, dude. I have like kind of. It's not phobia or something. It's very strange, dude. I don't want to see that place anymore. Like it's the same stuff every week, and I'm like thinking to myself, but no, nothing is changing. So you can have great matches, you can have whatever you want. It's the same place. How long can that go? I don't know, but it's bullshit.
It doesn't have a good feel to it. The actual show doesn't have a good quality feel to
No,
it.
no, it has a horrible feeling.
Which is why more people are preferring AEW because, yes, I've got to say they're not perfect. No company is
they're
perfect,
great.
but the product AEW is putting out is a very entertaining product.
Exactly, and there is a big difference between WWE and AEW because AEW, what I like about them is consistency. What we've seen on the first week went to the second week. What went to second went to third week,
Yeah,
and every week it's story continuation, and I like that.
yeah,
You know?
like we've got Santana and Ortiz challenging the Young Bucks at Full Gear, which sound.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is like every match means something.
Yeah.
Compared to WWE because we in AEW we're not gonna see like Strowman versus Gulak for no fucking reason. You know, I mean I know why they did Strowman. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
have Drew Gulak, who is excellent wrestler, basically have
Getting
being
squashed for the sake of it. Like, obviously Santana and Ortiz had a squash match, but they didn't squash their own talent. They got local enhancement talent, which, to be fair, those two guys could end up being on AEW. We never know.
I don't know. Maybe, you know. But
Well, I imagine they're under. To be fair, we haven't seen all the roster, so those guys could potentially be on AEW's books.
I can't imagine saying Gulak having great matches with Matt Riddle, Adam Cole, here and there, you know, NXT, and then just being nothing with SmackDown. Like, this guy had a great matches and he's just nothing right.
That is part of the problem with the very inconsistent booking of characters. Because how can you have somebody being on fire on one brand and then the next week losing and being a jobber the next?
Yeah, and here is an example. Adam Cole said, like, months ago, where we go, whenever we go somewhere, no matter where we are, we will always go for a top price. And I told you back then, I remember, if I don't care if they're on Raw or on SmackDown or NXT, they need to go for a top price. What they said back then. That means Universal title or WWE title.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I want something to mean something because they obviously don't care. We're gonna talk about SmackDown later on, but let's just continue with AEW. I mean, I'm gonna give a show 7.5 out of 10. It was, for me, it was kind of, it was a good show. It was not bad, but it was kind of better last week.
I think I may have given it 8.5 or 7.5, one of the two. I can't remember which one, but it was a very good thing. Like, Britt Baker earned her title match because, to be fair, she technically got screwed, so it made sense that she got a title match, and Darby Allin won his title shot.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Like, Cain Velasquez is just getting a WWE title match because he tackled Brock Lesnar. That's literally the reason he is getting a title match. It's because he tackled Brock Lesnar.
But this is another thing that's predictable with WWE. You just know that Lesnar is going to beat him up, and it's going to be the reason that he's going to lose is going to be his knee, because he had a knee pad or something, and they're going to go with that story, bro. I know what's going to happen. Same with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross earned #1 contenders championship, for women's title, whatever.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss is going to cost her, dude.
Yeah, because one thing, why was Alexa not even in the match?
I don't know, but that's what I'm trying to say. It's WWE is so predictable compared to AEW.
I know, like, even the overall matches have a good feel to them. Like, I've got to say, they are putting on pay-per-view quality matches. Yeah. Not all of them are pay-per-view quality matches, but a few of them every week feel like that. Like, I saw the stupidest comment. It was on that AEW Dark. why are you giving pay-per-view matches away on a free YouTube show? And it's a company that wants to put out good wrestling, so they're putting out good wrestling. Like,
Exactly.
you could tell he was a WWE fan, but it's like you complain that you're not getting good wrestling, then they put on good wrestling in this company, and then you're complaining why you're giving us this good wrestling now.
Yeah, and you can tell one thing about AEW, and that is that they care about the fan base.
Yeah.
You know why? Because on Monday we have Raw. The next day we don't have anything. So they probably knew, oh, let's put dark match on that day when there is no wrestling. So let's give them something to see, to look forward. So they definitely knew that.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea to put dark matches on because
it's a very great idea.
I mean, they are putting a great product on. I mean, I am generally enjoying watching AEW. It is a refreshing difference to WWE. I still like WWE.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of both. I mean, to be fair, both are hardcore WWE fans and the hardcore AEW fans. Some of them are so goddamn toxic on Twitter. It is ridiculous. Just like, let people enjoy whatever the goddamn hell they want to.
Oh, same with these people. I gotta mention, this can go on mention with WWE 2K20. Let the game come out, then judge. Like, Jesus, these people go there to play a game like, bro.
That's not officially
YouTubers.
released.
Yeah, they go basically to play 7 days before, and then they shit on the game. Like they have 7 days to fix some stuff like that. So why would you go and piss
They are
on
going to patch the game. We know they are going to patch the game.
And I know I'm following everyone on Twitter. Like when I search up, I know friends people who got the game. They have a 20 gigabyte update first day patch. I mean, so obviously in that patch there's a lot of improvements. So why are you shitting on the game?
Like people were bitching because there was no Creator Championship. They responded to that with, "We are releasing it in a patch due to the fact it was buggy and we didn't want to release it in a bad state on the release day."
Yeah, so
which is a good thing. I would have rather have had them remove it and then put it back in when it's in a stable state instead of I can't use it but it's there.
And for everyone who's wondering, yes, we will be all getting a day one patch. So all those hit detection and whatever were other complaining, I guess, is going to be fixed in that patch. So
they will fix it, but you can't. You need to figure out the problems, which is why they showcase the game early, anyways, just so they can kind of figure out what the problems are.
They were basically testing the game. Hey guys, come on here, let's test the game. So they should have said that it's not the final build of the game before they reviewed anything.
They probably, I know. I mean, granted, it doesn't look like the greatest wrestling game, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to play with the originals and the My Career mode. They both look really good. Yeah, the graphics aren't the greatest, but I couldn't give a flying fuck if the models in My Career look like basic cores.
Yeah, let's just... Bro, it's 20 gigabyte patch. You gotta understand that. Like, who knows if there are those improvements in that patch. But,
exactly.
This is a great thing because we took a break, like, in the middle of 2 shows, so we were talking about this. I think, like, just one thing I have to say about this is, like, a lot of people, YouTubers, were saying, in the past years, when we went to play a game, we were more excited, there was a lot of more stuff. But what they don't understand is that visual concepts took over. So they had to rebuild everything. And they know that, those people who went there.
Yeah.
But they're still saying that the game is not good. Well, they have 7 days more. So you gotta expect for them to fix that. They're gonna fix that. So you can't say it's the same like in the past few years when they had Ukes. So of course it's gonna be good and they are gonna play it,
Yeah.
So I just don't understand.
You are complaining, but obviously when Ukes left, they had to finish it by themselves. You lost half of your workforce on the game. So of course it was going to be difficult to finish the game. Yeah, it's not going to be perfect, but...
Yeah. And I bet you, whatever they told them, those YouTubers, whatever they told WWE developers, I bet you, dude, that they took that into consideration and said to themselves, "Let's fix this in a first day patch." I'm telling you.
Exactly. I give them credit for finishing the game. Like, yeah, but they had the same situation when TSU went under for WWE 2K14. They had a
Yeah.
half-finished game that they had to finish off,
Yeah, I understand.
which is the same situation here. But
We'll
2K
see.
don't have the workforce to have replaced the whole
Yeah.
workforce that they had at Ukes. So they're down members to finish off the game. They'll
We'll
probably
see.
they'll increase it for next year. I bet they'll hire a few more people to work on next year's game because they've lost staff essentially.
And listen, whoever is listening to this, if the game is not that good and if we were wrong, we will come out next Saturday and say that we were wrong.
But
So-
I'm going to play it. I will probably give it a couple of weeks for
I'm
them to
still gonna
sort
play
everything
it.
out.
Yeah. I'm still gonna play the game. Hey, we have 24 hours, if not less. So
I think it's Tuesday, so
Tuesday. It's I checked the time. It's 4:11 a.m. in the morning for you, and for me it's 1 a.m. So 24 hours or something. Here and there. I don't know.
I won't get it
But-
until a few hours later because I've got it on delivery because I got a disc because
Yeah. Anyways, anyways,
I
what's your what? Say what you want.
I just like physical, so that's why I've done it that way.
Yeah. You're old school.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your rating for AW?
I'll give it.
Oh yeah, we said
I'm
it.
pretty sure we
7.
said NXT. I never watched, so I can't judge.
NXT is for me 6.5 out of 10, and I'm gonna tell you this for NXT. Like we said, it doesn't just feel like it feels like a regular episode of NXT that is 2 hours, and when it's on 1 hour, it seems better because you don't have a lot of fillers, and we had in 2 hours, so
I think it's just decreased. I will just put the statement out here. I will be avoiding watching NXT on live stream until probably next year when they move out. Because right now I'm just not enjoying sitting there and watching it.
Yeah, and I can agree with that because, like I told you, I feel sick. I honestly feel sick watching the show in that arena, dude. And I don't know what it is. Like when you have like a bad gut feeling, like you're sick or something. Yeah. So honestly, it doesn't work for me. So yeah, let's just NXT is 2 hours, and that is gonna kill the product, dude.
It is already. You can tell from the viewers.
Yeah, I think Triple H just knows that he can't compete with this, and that he's giving up, unfortunately.
It does kind of seem like that.
Yeah, let's move to SmackDown. You gotta do the Vince impression. I can't right now. Let's do the Vince impression SmackDown, and you gotta say live because it's live and it's on Fridays. Even if it's the name not SmackDown Live, you gotta say it live.
Never. This is Friday Night SmackDown. It's not SmackDown Live.
Oh God,
that was a terrible idea.
Hey, that didn't make sense at all.
No.
Okay.
Die. Leave me alone.
Okay.
It got 2.4 million viewers, which is a 400,000 viewer drop from last week.
Yeah, I said it the first time when we reviewed this. I said it is going to go down, and I'm glad it's going down because maybe it's going to make the product better, especially if Fox is involved. If they say something to WWE, but
they were not going to maintain over. They were not going to maintain 3.8 million. I could have told you that for a fact.
No.
But someone did a great comparison. Like the first show to the second show, when it dropped nearly 1 million, it was like you had a gourmet burger, and then you went to Mackey's for the second week, because you had The Rock, you had loads of stuff for the first show, so of course it was going to get more.
It's like you had a goddamn what's it called? A goddamn It's like you grill your burger that's like pretty damn good, dude, with cheese, and you have cheese and everything, and then you go to McDonald's and you expect something else, and have a Big Mac that you eat in 4 bites, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh God, I want Mackies now. God damn it.
So yeah, you know what I have to say about SmackDown? It's like, bro, I'm thinking to myself, they put The Rock on the show. They had the opportunity to put a lot of new people on the show, and for new people to, for fans to know those people, for fans to know, discover who are those new people. But they didn't do that. They failed. They had The Rock. Baron Corbin was the biggest here 2 weeks ago. So I don't know. You just knew when The Rock is not coming back that the show is going to be the same, and it is what it is. It was a good show. It was much better than last week. That's what I thought.
I
I
think
think
a good
we
idea
agreed.
was Vince just
Yeah,
pay The Rock fucking 90 million a year to go on SmackDown every week, and they'll get shitloads ratings.
he's probably, God damn it, The Rock. The next week I'm gonna pay you 10 minutes. Come on the show.
He probably would.
No shit. You think Vince wouldn't do that? The guy's crazy.
To
What
be
the hell?
fair, The Rock actually at this point probably has more money than Vince McMahon. The Rock gets paid a fucking bare dollar a year.
Yeah, maybe. How much is Vince? He's a billionaire, right?
Millionaire, I believe. I think he dropped below the billion mark.
Maybe you're what's his name? The guy in the comments, Billy shares Paul McCartney. Maybe Paul McCartney should buy WWE and run the business.
Now the company's multi-billion-dollar company, but Vince
Yeah,
himself
I'm
is. I
kidding,
think he's
but
worth like 960 million.
yeah,
So
I'm just
he's literally a multi-millionaire,
yeah.
but not billionaire.
What I'm trying to say is, it's very simple. Until Vince doesn't leave his position, everything's going to be the same. No matter if there is Eric Bischoff or Bruce Pritchard, this thing is going to be the same. Obviously, this week was better, but it was nothing, huge, like huge improvement. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. I don't know. Do you want to go in that story? Let's just rate SmackDown and go into that Eric Bischoff story because that's basically, continuation from this.
Just want to kind of kill
Okay.
WWE Crave just before we do SmackDown ratings.
Okay.
They give up on ideas too much, which is what kills the podcast. Like, you remember a few weeks ago when Braun put Bobby Lashley through the stage and they're like, we're going to target a teen-age demographic more.
Mm-hmm.
They gave up after about 2 weeks. They just get an idea, start it, and then end it as quickly as possible.
What can I? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you want to rate now, or do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, we can rate.
I'm gonna go with 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Yeah, it was not horrible. It was.
It was alright.
It,
Apart from Heavy
is what it
Machinery,
is,
you pissed me
it is
off.
what it is. It is. So, let's just move to Eric Bischoff's story because it's kind of huge news for this week,
Yeah.
and it's continuation from Smack. Just discussing this. They have the story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are we? Okay, yes. If people were not aware, on the 15th of this month, I can't work out what day that was.
I don't know, bro.
Bruce Pitchcard took over
Crazy.
as creative director from Eric Bischoff, who was fired. Unfortunately, he wasn't trucked into a garbage truck and taken out of the arena this time. That would have made this slightly entertaining.
I think we can both agree that there is definitely 2 sides of the story in this one, and 2 discussions that we have to do. Like, in one, there's a defense. I'm in defense, and you're probably of Eric Bischoff. But in other, you kind of gotta know the talent that you're working with.
Yeah.
You know?
I've got 2 things before we get a proper discussion.
Okay.
First, Eric's statement is Bruce is a great producer, good friend, and I'm certain he is going to thrive in the position. He's going to be working with a great team of the most dedicated and hardworking people. That's a lie. I have the pleasure of working with and getting to know. And then a WWE official gave the New Wrestling Observer website an official statement saying Eric had absolutely no vision, and once we were heading into Fox, everything was falling through the cracks. He messed up multiple times with Fox. He also had no stamina for the rigor of the job.
Oh my god. He was working with great people, but he was sitting at a catering eating sandwiches. Like,
yeah, I've heard that. I've actually heard that.
I don't blame him, bro. I gotta tell you, I don't blame the guy. He moved, but he is smart. He's moving back to his home. He knew. I don't know if he rented apartment in Stanford or something.
He bought a house.
Whatever. He didn't sell the old house, so he will be moving back to his.
The problem is, he now looks bad trying to get any other jobs.
Yeah, we'll see, but.
Where is the statement? Because I have to read it because it comes from the legendary Vince Russo.
Oh man, I was listening. I was listening to Russo for 4 hours yesterday or something.
Okay, let me make this real simple. Karma's a bitch, bro. These are guys, Bruce Pitchcard and Eric Bischoff, to this minute are still burying me on their podcast. Bro, these guys just lost 1 million views in 1 week and you're burying me. Seriously, bro? Losing 1 million views is unheard of. Unheard of.
Bro. Okay, can you... This doesn't make sense, but can you imagine Vince and Matt Riddle confrontation?
That'd be interesting.
Bro, what's up, bro? Bro. Like, Jesus, stop saying bro. Okay.
All right. I just kind of want to pick apart Vince Russo here, first off.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, first off, Vince Russo, you killed a company.
Ooh.
You literally killed a company, so you can't say shit about anything. I don't know the biggest loss on WCW for viewership. I don't have those numbers to hand, but I imagine they lost a lot between like 99 and 2001. But to be fair, losing 1 million viewers, it happens. Like I've seen genuine TV shows, you know, like The Walking Dead, that kind of stuff. Season premiere to like the 3rd episode, it's down like 1 million, 1.5 million viewers.
Yeah. I mean,
it happens on. If you look at any ratings for any TV show, there's always a drop. And we've already brought up the point, the fact that they stacked the first show. Of course, they were going to lose viewers. It's not like they dropped to 2 million. It's not like they dropped shitloads and just went below Raw, was it? They've still got more ratings than Raw.
Yeah, they have more ratings, definitely. I'm just, I don't think everything is his fault that they're saying to be, because you have Vince who is still making the final decisions, and you have Bruce Prichard who basically kisses Vince's McMahon's ass. You can't say that. You can't deny that the guy's kisses Vince's ass.
Most people do.
I'm very conflicted about everything. I mean,
also, I want to destroy this guy named Josh as well on this website I'm using. He basically he was taking Rusev down and said he was the person who came up with the reverse ladder match known as the King of the Ring Mountain in TNA. That match was fucking awesome. You leave that match alone.
I don't remember the full match, but I know the highlights. So.
I'll explain how it worked. Basically, you know how it works.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but tell people.
6 guys in the match. To be eligible to hang the belt up and win, you had to pin somebody, and then the loser went into a penalty box for 2 minutes. But yeah, the rules weren't the greatest, but it made for a very, very good match every time they put it on.
Yeah, you have the highlights on YouTube, so type in and you'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's how Jeff Jarrett in TNA became known as King of the Mountain, because he won the first match.
Yeah. Do you want to wait? Yeah, but like I said, I'm not gonna blame a lot Bischoff. I mean, he doesn't. Obviously, he doesn't. He did kill WCW.
Yeah.
But this is a different time in wrestling. I would rather take an idea from Eric Bischoff than from Vince. Like, nothing can be bad as Vince's ideas. You know? I mean, if Eric Bischoff, if they let this guy do whatever he wants, I honestly think the show would be better.
I could say yes and no, because Eric was quite a lot behind a lot of the bad ideas in WCW as well. And the TNA stuff.
It
as
would be
well.
it would be much better than what Vince is giving us now.
What, the Fiend losing to a cattle prod?
I don't know. Oh, I have a theory about. I'm gonna say something later about the Fiend. Let's continue with.
While I'm on the same page, just don't have to go off. Velveteen Dream is dealing with a back injury and had been pulled from his North American title match.
Well, that's a very bad.
He's been working through the injury, but got serious enough that he needs to be pulled from the match. So no determined how long he's out, but let's hope only a couple of weeks.
Who will be in the match?
I don't know. They never announced a replacement yet. I don't believe.
I know. I think I know what match is going to. Dominic Dijakovic and Keith Lee and Roderick Strong.
Ooh.
I think, yeah, if I remember correctly. I'm sorry, people. Like I said, I was very busy with college. So, if I remember correctly, that's going to be a match for North American Championship next week, which I'll be watching because that's a banger match. Yeah, but, like, I'm just going to say this last thing about Bischoff. Like, man, I feel bad that he moved and he's now moving back. That's a pain in the ass. Think about yourself.
You already know where Bischoff is heading, don't you?
I mean, think about yourself moving your whole family another state, yeah, and then going back home, and that's fucked up. But it's a business. I don't like the fact that these people, whoever said that statement, that what they said. Can you read what they said once again?
Who?
Never mind. That he didn't have a vision, right, for a product.
Yeah, he lacked vision.
So what they're basically saying is that Bischoff doesn't have a vision, but yet you fucking idiots have a vision, right? For 5 fucking years you have a vision, right? Exactly. Is that what you're saying? That I'm speaking to you, motherfucker. Whoever said that. I don't know if you listen to this, whatever. I don't care. You probably don't even know who they are. But that's fucked up, bro. Think about this, Tom. Like, they're saying he didn't have a vision. What vision do they have? They don't have vision at all. They have hired writers who are from Hollywood who doesn't know a jack shit about wrestling, dude. And those people are booking our shows.
Yeah.
So what vision? Shut the fuck up. They don't have a right to say anything. Listen, I won't be surprised. Bruce Pritchard got Eric Bischoff a job. He helped them out with WWE because he kisses Vince's ass. I wouldn't be surprised if Pritchard is the guy who kind of said, let's get this guy out of here, dude, or something like that.
Well, apparently there's no bad blood between them, so that's good.
No, but just that vision stuff, like they know what the hell are they doing. They don't know jack shit. So don't tell me Bischoff didn't have a vision. That's a shame to say. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah. WWE, shitloads of writers. How many writers does AEW have? 0.
Yeah, let's move on from this. That was my final statement for that.
Yeah.
And I gotta add something I gotta add this for the Fiend before we go to the next story. I gotta say about the Fiend. Did you hear that they have a crown jewel match that they're making up to be a false contender? But also there is no stopping the match.
Yeah.
I think I have a theory about this. What's going to happen? Rollins is going to win. But actually, I have a great idea. This is not a theory. I think WWE is too dumb to do this stuff. I have a great idea, bro. And everyone who's listening to me, WWE, if someone is listening, please listen to this idea. Guess what, Tom?
What?
Seth Rollins is going to burn the Fiend in Hell, dude.
Ooh.
So imagine if they're on the ramp or something, and he pushes him off the ramp, pushes the Fiend off the ramp. Fiend goes off stage, and he just drops something on him and just fires him up, dude. And that's how we end the match. I mean, I know fans will probably shit more that he basically light up Fiend on fire, but he didn't lose clean once again, you know? I don't know. Or they can just give the Fiend the title. That's just one of my ideas that I said because the Fiend can lose clean. So if Seth Rollins already has this gimmick, burn it down, he can do something like that. Wouldn't that be interesting, kind of? Like,
yeah, I've also got a theory what they're going to do, though.
Okay, let's hear you.
Rumours is they want to swap the titles from Raw and SmackDown. The Universal to SmackDown, WWE to Raw.
Okay, then the Universal title needs to be blue.
Yeah, they'll work on that. But the theory I have, Cain Velasquez is kind of being billed that he's on Raw at the minute. So if he beats Brock Lesnar, the Fiend beats Seth Rollins, the titles swap brands.
You gotta keep in mind that the next night on Raw, they're making another match that's going to be between Rollins and Fiend. I have something very bad to predict here, and I know we're not doing predictions, but hey. The Fiend is going to win at Crown Jewel, and the next night on Raw, he's going to lose to Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins is going to escape. Simple as that. What do you think about that?
I think that if they do that cage match, the Fiend will drag him through the ring, and then technically no one wins.
But yeah, maybe Fiend wins at Crown Jewel, and then Seth Rollins wins the title back at Raw. But I can also see Undertaker interfering in this. Like, honestly, I can see Undertaker pulling the Fiend through the ring or something.
Yeah, because then technically does Seth Rollins win? Because you have not touched the floor if you go under the ring.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, the only reason that I brought this up is for my idea. Like, if Rollins already has the burn it down gimmick, let's just burn Bray Wyatt down. Like, seriously. Just put him on fire, dude.
I've also trying to figure out, was that fire in the Firefly Funhouse actually real? Because it looked fake.
No, it was Sonny Vega's fire, After Effect fire. It was, you can see it was edited.
I thought it was fake. It looked so fake, didn't it?
Yeah, but with one thing to say is that with all the productions WWE have been, they have a great crew of producers.
Why did the fire look so fake?
No, I mean, you know what I mean. Honestly, they can make Bray Wyatt burning. They can honestly make that look great, even if it's not actual Bray Wyatt. You know what I mean? They can. Rollins putting him in the fire can actually look great, and all the fire, like flames and everything. Obviously, Bray Wyatt is not gonna be there, and nobody's going to. But they can make look that professional and awesome if they want to do it. In that moment, if that happens, let me tell you, Rollins is becoming the biggest heel in the company, and you're turning the Fiend babyface.
Well, I think they've already they've started doing that. I have got to give props to Bray Wyatt, though, in the Firefly Funhouse segment when he just popped up and said, "Seth, stop." That was just priceless.
No, he said something like, yes, he was like, "Seth, why are you doing this to me, man?"
Yeah, and then he stop, and then just knocked him down and set it on fire. I've got to say, that moment just made it priceless. It just the way he stood up.
Yeah,
like that.
Exactly. When he said Seth, and when he got up, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, but obviously Bray Wyatt's a good guy. Bray Wyatt's not like the Fiend. The Fiend's his dark side.
No, No, and guess what? Rambling Rabbit is apparently dead.
Again.
Rip to the biggest, to the biggest hero of our time. I mean,
Has Rambling Rabbit just become the Kenny of the WWE universe?
he did.
He just dies all the fucking time.
Don't worry, he's gonna come back.
He always does. He just keeps dying.
Motherfucker, he is immortal, dude. But yeah, that's it about Bray Wyatt. I think the Rambling Rabbit is gonna be back, but hey, the Rambling Rabbit is more over than 99% of the roster. So
Yeah.
okay, let's move on from
Let's move on to Tyson Fury while we're at this.
Oh, just to ask you, are you recording this? Let's not be like you're not recording, goddammit. But
yeah, we are recording. I checked.
Yeah.
Multiple times. Tyson Fury is reportedly making $15 million for his appearance at Crown Jewel.
Oh, if someone offered me that money, I would go there to be buried by Strowman with Punch also. I don't know if you will go, but you probably would.
Tyson Fury is apparently working very hard in the Performance Center, according to Triple H. So
yeah,
it could be a competent enough looking match.
Yeah, I've seen Tyson Fury punch the air a few weeks on Raw. So
to be fair, like I said, if that guy legit hit people, he'd knock them the fuck out.
Did you see the slow motion?
Can't say I have.
Okay, I'm gonna send you after the podcast. So I good for laughs.
Okay.
But yeah, I think, bro, I need Tyson Fury to knock out this guy with one punch. What are we even talking about? I don't know. About what topic are we talking about?
Let's move on to. Let me find the next topic.
God, I'm screwing up.
205 Live is continuing as its own brand thing. It's still having its weekly show, even though people didn't know if it was or not.
I don't like that.
Why?
Because I think there should be an NXT. And
let's not degrade these guys anymore to put them on NXT. At least 205 Live is an actual arena.
I know. I think if they had 205 Live on NXT and all the 205 Live stars, I think it could maybe be better. But I feel bad for... Like I said this before, and I'll say it again. It will be perfect. Actually, it won't be perfect for NXT, but if they move NXT out of Full Sail on the road and we have 205 Live in the Full Sail weekly, that will be different, bro, than NXT. Because I think the crowd will sync 205 Live up. And I think they will soak it up, sync it up. Jesus Christ. But I honestly think 205 Live in Full Sail will be a great idea. But then NXT, whatever happens to NXT, they're dead. They won't be able to sell out 5,000-6,000 seats arena, So
no. Now let's move on to a few bits of AEW news I have.
Okay.
First off, AEW is introducing weekly rankings, starting at Full Gear.
Very, very sports likely. I like it.
Yeah, Cody said they are going to be putting on their first ever top 5, potentially could be more than just top 5 rankings. He did state that it won't just be on wins and losses. So he said sometimes a guy with 5-0 won't be in the top 3 because they're going to rank it on like the quality of the wins and that kind of stuff. So if you get cheap wins, you won't be put in the top ratings. Which I like the idea of, because they're making wins and losses and everything. Like WWE used to do their top 20, didn't they? The Power 20 every week.
Did you say the wins doesn't matter if it's the cheap victory, right?
No, in the rankings ratings.
Oh, hi, I'm Jeff. I hope you're doing great, brother. You won't be in the top 3.
So yeah, I like the idea that they're making everything count for everything.
Yeah, I like it. It's a very sports-like I said. It's a very sports feeling there, and I like that. That's missing from wrestling, and that's why I like AEW a lot. They're hunting everything.
I know, which is good. Now,
they should maybe count the finisher, like
Yeah, that's
How many times, did someone pin someone with one finisher or something, just a strength? Because then if you're going into a match, you gotta try to kind of reverse that finisher and escape. Because if that finisher hits you, for example, One Wing Angel from Kenny Omega, you're done.
yeah,
So I would love to have that analytics like that.
exactly. Now, let's move to Kenny Omega is now the new AAA Mega Champion. He defeated Phoenix, I believe, yesterday. It was yesterday, Saturday. He defeated Phoenix for the championship.
Can I honestly tell you about that? I don't know what that championship, and I don't care. I don't know why. I never heard about that championship. Or I'm going crazy. I don't.
Yeah, it's Mexican, isn't it? So you're not really that accustomed to this over here. But I think it's. I
don't
think
it
cool.
makes sense.
Why? He beat Phoenix.
They were going on this losing record with them and story ends.
Yeah, but this isn't counting towards AEW stuff. No, but Kenny Omega won, didn't he? He won. Yes, he won on.
He
Wednesday.
won, so that's. No. I don't know, because I don't like this. I don't like that he won the title now that he's in the AEW. I don't know why did he won the title. It doesn't make sense to me.
Because AAA and AEW have a working relationship, which is why the Lucha Brothers are Warriors in AEW.
We'll see if he's gonna bring that title up to AEW show.
He'll probably. I hope he brings it on Wednesday.
Yeah, helps.
And Jake Hager update. The reason why he has not actually had an official match or anything like that is due to him delaying it until after he has his next Bellator fight, October 25th.
Yeah, and imagine if he loses that. Oh, dude, that's gonna be actually pretty good. If he loses, they can make him into a monster, because they can say, he can come out and say, "I lost. I want to take out everyone right now," and he can just go and take out everyone in AEW, like pissed off or something. But if he wins, even great, even better, So they're not losing anything, despite of the outcome that's gonna, despite if he loses or wins. So,
Yeah, the last bit of AEW news I have is Lucho Soros is reportedly out with a torn hamstring. They say he'll be out for 3 to 6 months, but his response didn't really make me feel like that's going to be the case, because after someone said that he'll be out for 3 to 6 months, his response was, "Oh, really?" And doctors told me in 2013 to retire due to my hip injury. So I think we could see this guy back in the next couple of months.
He is a dinosaur. What the hell are you expecting from a dinosaur, dude?
I mean, best of luck on your recovery, dude, because you're very entertaining.
Yeah, it's a big blow, and I was looking toward this match, the AEW, and man, they were my favorite to win the whole tournament. It's very unfortunate that things went down like they did. Yeah. And by the way, people, don't smoke pot, because Tom is right now smoking some weed. So, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Jesus. Kidding.
This is very interesting. WWE have signed Jake Atlas, who has recently worked with Ring of Honor.
I heard the name Atlas before, but I don't know who he is.
I don't really know. But the most interesting thing, definitely from Vince's point of view, is he is a gay wrestler, which WWE don't tend to promote that much, do they?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, we're definitely in a 2019 world.
In 2019,
that might be where you heard the news from, because in February 2018 he came out as an openly gay wrestler, which is what made massive headlines. So that might be where you heard the name.
It's 2019. Times change. Why they wouldn't promote him, like?
Because you know what Vince is like.
It's not.
They've never had an openly gay male wrestler before. I mean, Darren Young came out when he left the company, and so did Pat Patterson, but they've not had a known gay wrestler wrestle for them. I mean, Sarah Logan is a lesbian, which congratulations for her.
Congratulations. But yeah, I mean, it sucks. You know, you can see she is not even getting those opportunities. I mean, the only reason they need people like that is to basically say, yeah, you know, we are proud, and they can promote that kinds of stuff. So that's the only reason why they want those people, not because they want to push them or anything like that.
No.
Yeah.
I also
It sucks.
want to kind of drag WWE down for this advert while we're at it. The Susan G. Komen advert. It bothers me so much because if people didn't know this as a fact, men get breast cancer too.
Exactly.
Breast cancer affects every person. So why are they running women-only breast cancer adverts saying women will get breast cancer? You're just alienating the other half of the population that can get breast cancer. It should be a family member could be getting breast cancer. You should be promoting it to save every person who may potentially get breast cancer, not just women.
Exactly.
Because it's a killer for every gender.
Yeah, because how would you feel? Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't wish to anyone, but you're dealing with something serious like that, and you're seeing on the television Susan G. Komen promoting only for women, and you're looking at TV and you're like, dude, I'm going through a tough time, and I only see women. Like, nobody cares about us. So that's kind of fucked up if you deal with stuff like that. You know?
It's like me running an advert saying only smokers will get throat cancer, which is completely not true. You can get throat cancer for anything. It's not just one thing.
Yeah. So I understand. I understand that completely.
Also, while we are on sign people from Ring of Honor going to WWE, Maria Manic also has been at the Performance Center. She's a 22-year-old, so getting some more women talent in, that's really good.
It's always good if you have more women talent.
Yes, because to be fair, NXT doesn't have any, and neither does the main roster, really.
Well, neither does AEW have talent.
Not at the minute. They do need to flesh out their women's division, I think.
They have better. NXT has a better division than AEW. I want to say that.
Yeah. For now.
Britt Baker.
Oh, Riho.
Oh, Britt Baker. She can be pretty good. I know some people were.
You do have a few talent. Like you have B Priestley, Ali, Britt Baker, Riho. You've got some really good women's talent there. But obviously, they don't have all the time to showcase the women. But obviously, there's only been 3 AEW shows so far.
Yeah. Do you know that a lot of people were actually dragging Britt Baker under the bus? That she was sloppy and that she had a bad match with Rio. I mean, that she couldn't carry the match. That Rio was basically carrying her to a good match. We should say it's bullshit. Like, I understand, but you gotta understand one thing. Britt Baker didn't go through the developmental system. And she's on TV. So you gotta respect her work that she already put in.
I will have to say she was very sloppy in that tag team match, though. But that match was awful. You know, with Rio and Britt Baker versus B Priestley and that older Japanese woman.
Bro.
That match was just awful.
She's wrestling for 2 years. 3 years. She is a dentist. I know with college how many shit I had. I know she was going to college before.
8 years. She took 8 years to get DMD at the end of the name.
I don't think that she was 8 years wrestling because
no 8 years to become a dentist.
Yeah, because I know my mother was actually was in a high school. I mean, she was her professor, in high school. She's working there, but I didn't know that, which is kind of cool. But man, my mother is musical teacher, so yeah. Anyways, it's like to see someone, for me in my case, to see her grow from where she was. Like I said, I didn't know that, but it's kind of cool to see where she is right now without developmental system. For me, that's a huge success, and for you to also be like for her to see her be a dentist also, that's a big success, dude. And
Yeah.
I hope that she can improve more and more because I see a very big future in her. I think she can be one of the best female wrestlers. If she pushes herself, and I think she does, and I think she is aware of everything that's going on, and I think that she'll get better. She can't go any worse. I mean, she is good. She is not bad. She is not great. She is solid, and I think people are giving her a lot of crap. And I'm sorry if I'm defending her too much, but I just know, like you said, bro, 8 years to basically become a dentist. That's a fucked up thing. So just to read everything, to learn everything, and in the same time to train and have shows to live your dream. It's really hard. It's difficult if you want to succeed. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's my statement on Britt Baker, and I wish her nothing but success. So yeah.
While we're talking about wishing people success, let's go Marco Stunt.
Oh, he was great.
Yes,
A
he
lot of
was.
people, once again, same with Britt Baker. A lot of people give him shit. Now this is different situation because a lot of people, oh, he's 5'2", he's 5 foot tall. Shut the fuck up and enjoy wrestling. It's not 98 anymore, okay? It's not 90s anymore. It's not 80s. It's 2019. Chris Jericho said the best. You can say what he said. You know what he said about Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I'm just getting the proper statement, just so I'm not going to butcher what his words say.
Just a second, people, because this is off the script. We don't have a script in front of us.
We never have a script.
By the way, check out Grady from NY. That's a shout out. Dude, I gotta shout out people. I don't care. Like, I go on your podcast and I'm doing this because I love this. I'm not getting paid. You're not getting paid. What the hell we're doing it because we love this. So, what the hell? Just wait a second.
Okay, Chris Jericho first thing said, laughing at people complaining that Marco Stunt is too small and a disgrace to pro wrestling. First thing, I thought the same about Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
Dean Malenko was laughed at the WCW locker room when he stood up for Ray before their first match in August '96. Both men were congratulated after they went and saw Ray's work. Also, he also said, I was once told I was too small to be a wrestler. It's not always about the size. Yes, I granted he's a little bit smaller than most of the majority wrestlers.
Yeah.
But he put his heart and soul into that match, and I can respect his hard work and dedication that he put in that match.
He indeed did. And the bumps he took
Were insane.
Holy shit. He woke up sore next day. You just know, dude.
Definitely.
My issue with this, the only issue is I don't have anything that he's small guy. But damn, he looks like a 10-year-old kid, not because of the height, but because of his face, dude. He genuinely looks like a kid.
Yeah.
So
how old is he?
20, 22. I'll just see. Let me see this. He is 23, so yeah, 23.
Which is, you can understand why he looks like a little bit of a baby face.
I think if he would cut his hair like shorter, he will look much better. I don't know why. I just think the hair is killing him. So just my opinion.
While we're here, another one, Bully Ray put out a statement saying, just wanted to give props to another guy who was too small to make it in the wrestling business. Nobody got us over like our little brother Spike. Another person that people said was too small.
Exactly.
And Spike Dudley had an amazing career.
Yeah, Marco Stunt has a lot of
potential
years in front of him.
And a lot of potential.
To have a transformation into someone bigger than him. Like, he can be great because he's only 23. Like, he can change a lot, dude, in the coming years. And, I think he will prove people wrong. I honestly think so.
I hope he does, because I am a fan of him.
Yeah.
Best of luck to you, Marco Stunt.
Oh, by the way, Orange Cassidy kid who is impersonating Orange Cassidy pinned Cody Rhodes. So congratulations to him.
Yeah, I saw that little segment where the kid pinned Cody Rhodes. Like
hug the
MJF
kid.
screaming at the kid, "Don't you pin him! Don't you dare do it! Don't you count!"
Yeah,
It was just
you know
a
what?
brilliant
The kid
moment.
played out so well because he was having his hands in his pants, basically in his pockets, and he's just like Orange Cassidy. Just he won, and there is literally no expressions on his face. He's not smiling or anything like that. It's fucking cool, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I guess he was so overwhelmed with that, but he just played that role so well, dude. It was great for AEW to do something like that, you know.
Exactly. Like, it reminds me of another situation which people still don't let go. This just shows how stupid wrestling fans are. You remember when Kenny Omega a few years ago wrestled, I think it was like a 11-year-old girl, because that's Japan.
That was about 10 years ago.
Yeah, and people still won't let him live it down and still rate him as a bad wrestler because of that moment. He was told to go and do his job, so he did his job.
What they don't understand is that people in Japan, you know, people are kind of crazy. Now, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, they are very hardworking people, and I think, but they train like that. They're tough people. They train like that with older people.
Yeah, but look at Riho. She started training to be a wrestler at the age of 9 years old.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, you know, with that little girl who was wrestling Omega, that's basically a training for her. That's what they're doing every day.
Yeah.
So, the only reason they got the backlash that they did is because it was in front of people. Yeah. If it was training, nobody will say anything. You know? So,
exactly.
I hate that fact. I hate that they dragged this up, like, so far, 10 years later. Like, shut up and move on.
Exactly.
If you say once again exactly, I swear to God, I'm gonna shut this podcast off and I'm gonna jump out of my bed.
That's exactly what you'll do. But let's move on to our last story of the day. If you had not heard, a few days ago, Mike Kanellis officially asked for his WWE release.
There is no way they're gonna grant his release.
God, no. He goes on to talk about he's not happy working 1 day a week. He came here for opportunities. There is none. He re-signed back in June because he thought it was best for his family and financially. But he realised that it's just making him miserable and frustrated. He wants to get out. I can see that because they are literally doing absolutely nothing with him.
Yes, but I gotta mention this. It's also his fault. Why did you resign with WWE for 5 years? If you knew how they treated you, why?
Because they weren't treating him that bad before he re-signed the contract. Since he re-signed it, they've started treating him even worse.
He wasn't on television. Anyways,
no, he was on TV a bit. But obviously he left to take care of his personal demons for a little bit, which I can understand. He had a drug addiction, which he went off and sorted himself. Which I give him all the credit in the world for overcoming his demons and becoming a much better person.
Yeah. I think, you know, they are very nice people. That's why I said, because I met Mike. I think they're very nice people.
They seem like very nice people.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him Mike Bennett. Fuck Mike Kanellis.
Exactly, he's Mike fucking Bennett.
Like I said this before. He's a very hardworking guy. He was dealing with a lot of shit. He fought those demons. He managed to basically fight them, and he is healthy today, which is great to hear.
Yeah, he is there working hard for his kids.
What Maria said on Twitter is that WWE didn't help them out at all. They didn't pay anything for therapy or anything for... They didn't help him out with Mike. So that kind of pisses me off. If you know that you have a worker, that story moves on to Jeff Hardy. I know Mike wasn't like Jeff, but that basically it's the same thing with Jeff Hardy. It's not the same thing, but it is in the same time, because they're not doing anything about people like that. They're just saying,
Jimmy Uso, Jeff Hardy.
yeah, oh, let's put them off TV. Oh, then they're gonna come back and we're not gonna say anything to them. Like, I don't understand how they can do that. Like, you have a guy who is basically addicted to pills and whatever he wasn't addicted, I don't know.
Alcohol.
And you're not
Both
gonna
of
help
them
him
are
out.
alcohol related.
And you're not gonna help him out.
No. But the worst thing is, when the Uso, Jimmy, got arrested in, I think it was June, they put the title on them the next fucking week.
It is. It is.
They
Really,
literally just gave them a title as soon as it happened.
yeah. I don't understand. Like
You
I said,
cannot keep using they are responsible for their own personal actions.
you can't. It's a bad image for your company.
For what? Yeah, I know you can't micromanage people's lives, but you've at least got to try and help them instead of just brush it under the carpet. Like, if it was, they should be suspended under the wellness policy.
They should.
It should include a clause, whereas if you are caught with drugs or caught doing illegal actions with drugs or alcohol in your system, you should be suspended the same as you would be if you were caught with performance-enhancing drugs.
Yeah.
Because they are just as damaging to your life as performance-enhancing drugs.
I agree. I just, like I said, Maria and Mike are very nice people, and it was his fault that he resigned, and he knows that he screwed the fuck up. But the bad thing is that, I don't know if WWE is gonna let them go. I don't think that they will, which is, fuck, I can't imagine, dude. He just went out of that addiction. He's very healthy, and then you have WWE not letting him go. I'm afraid that something like that doesn't go back to him, addiction or something, because you can be very frustrated in your position in the company, and you can just say fuck it and destroy your life again. So
I really
fear
hope he
for
does
them.
not.
Yeah.
We need him to stay healthy, Mike.
Yeah,
Definitely just stay on the good path, because better times are coming. It may be a few years down the road, but there are better things coming for you, Mike.
Yeah, like, fuck everything. Fuck WWE, dude. You're gonna get paid. The most important thing is health and family, so if you have
Exactly.
family and health, you don't need to worry about anything else. I know it probably sucks that he's gonna waste 5 years if they don't release him right now.
I am just hoping that he somehow put a clause into his contract saying he could leave after a certain point.
Yeah, I hope so, because I hope that this guy goes to AEW, and I hope
He and Maria would do fantastic in AEW.
Yeah. I said this last week or 2 weeks ago. He will be a great AEW champion. And someone said, "Oh, this jobber, jobber is gonna be AEW champion." Well, the only reason he jobber for you because you don't know who's Mike Bennett and you only know who's Mike Canales. This guy is not the jobber, okay? This guy looks better than Seth Rollins looks.
This guy's definitely not a jobber. They thought WWE make him look like he is.
Yeah, so for people who think like that, shut the fuck up, and get a life. Honestly.
Okay, well, that covers our news segments of the week. We just have our weekly awards, and then I can go and get dinner. Because I'm hungry. My Chinese has been sitting downstairs for over an hour, and I want to go and eat it.
How dare you, dude? How dare you? I mean, it's crazy. You're hungry and you're here in the last shot podcast. How dare you to be hungry in it?
I can be hungry, Vincent. Alright, let's move on to our awards. First, best show, obviously, is AEW.
Obviously. Without a question.
By far.
By
An
far.
amazing show.
Yeah, we already discussed about everything AEW, so.
Yeah. Best match was Best Friends versus SCU.
Ooh, I gotta mention this because we didn't mention. That bump. A freaking
Christopher Daniels.
Christopher Daniels, jeez.
That was insane.
Hell, dude. That was fucked up.
Insane.
Okay, I like them. SU won. It's great. I like that they won.
Yeah.
I just don't think they will win the full tournament,
No, they'll probably put it on the Lucha Brothers.
you know, all these marks, what's going to happen if they win the whole tournament? They're gonna say, "Oh, they're friends with Young Bucks. They won everything." So you know they can't win everything. I think, I think they will get to the
Yeah, but they're a great. Even take the friendship away, they'd still be a great team to put them on the first time because one, they're over as hell. Two, they're big stars, and three, they're an amazing wrestling tag team.
Yeah, they're great.
They're even great singles stars as well. Christopher Daniels used to be an amazing singles star.
I think the two teams that can win it right now is SCU and Private Party. I would go with Private Party right now.
Lucha Brothers are still in, so they have a good chance.
Oh yeah, but think about this: Lucha Brothers. It's too predictable if they win.
Yeah, I know.
So
but I can still see them putting them on there.
Yeah, but I think what will be great in the finals is Lucha Brothers versus Private Party.
Well, I want to see SCU versus Private Party. That'd be a great match.
It's fun. You know why? It's fun. I don't have anything bad to say because whatever match they put is going to be great.
Exactly.
And we can't say that about. We can't say the same thing about WWE.
Oh yeah, what they're doing, that tag turmoil thing, random shit in Saudi. Crowning the best tag team in the world.
Joke. What the joke, dude? The best tag team in the world. Are you fucking kidding me? You don't even have Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish in that. And you're calling it the best tag team. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck off. Like, seriously.
They don't even have the Usos in it. And to be fair, I would say the Usos are I'd have to say the Usos are probably one of the top 5 in the world of tag teams.
Yeah. You know
the Usos are incredible athletes.
You know what? Think about this. Jeff and Matt, the Usos, the Undisputed Era, and let's say, the Revival in a ladder match. Imagine that.
Ooh, that'd be insane.
Yeah, but hey, screw that because at Crown Jewel we're going to see the best. Who's the best, tag team in the world? But who cares? Because it's a bullshit. It's a gimmick match. I don't care.
It completely is a gimmick match. Let's move on. Best superstar of the week is Marco Stunt. We've already discussed the reason why Marco Stunt should be the best superstar of the week earlier in the podcast. Mm-hmm. You get a second shout out today, dude, because yes, you do. Yeah, Worst show, we debated this one, but we went with Raw. But not saying it was a terrible show.
No.
Just out of the 4, it was the worst.
I think we can both agree it's 3 hours and it's just too fucking much.
It wasn't a bad show. Nothing was bad this week. Just I kind of just can't give it a no spot.
Yeah. So, let's move to the next.
Worst match: Braun Strowman versus Drew Gulak, because fuck that shit.
They buried Gulak more
for no fucking reason.
Triple H loves him. In NXT, he was doing great. Matt Riddle banger matches, dude. And he's on SmackDown dropping to Braun Strowman. I can't take him serious. Fuck no.
But the problem is, Braun Strowman beat the hell out of him, but Gulak was actually making a good point. If you charge at Tyson Fury, he will just knock you out.
And that's what's
actually made a very good point.
You think that's going to happen?
It could. If Braun Strowman just charges at him, Tyson Fury would probably just lay him out with a punch.
Yeah.
But look at what happened with Kofi when he ran at Brock.
Exactly.
If you just charge at your opponent, nothing good ever happens.
I gotta say, I would love to see Braun Strowman knocked out.
Yeah, that'd be quite.
I think it would be funny, dude.
And then worst superstar of the week is WWE Creative for coming up with Shorty Gable or Shorty G.
As you can see in the picture, you can see who is the worst.
I can't blame Chad for this.
No.
So you are not getting worst superstar of the week, Chad. But WWE Creative is getting the worst because they came up with a shit thing that you made.
How can you have the former Olympic, the guy who's at Olympics, okay? You have this guy, you make fun of his height, you make fun of this guy. This Shorty G, when the hell is he going to drop an album? Like,
I know, I'm expecting a rap album to come out in the next 3 to 6 months.
And also, when it comes to the wrestling career, this is a career killer, dude, that name.
Like, let's again compare WWE to AEW. You've got a smaller wrestler. One is called Shorty G.
But he is 5'7". He is not even that small.
Yeah, just let me make my point. I know he's not that short, but he's short compared to everybody else. Because everyone else is like 6 foot. And then you have AEW, who has a really small wrestler, Marco Stunt, and he was doing legit decent wrestling moves against the Lucha Brothers. It shows the creative difference between one company and the other.
Yeah,
One's taking the piss, and one's actually trying to make him do good work, which he did. That just shows the difference in quality and how the mindset works of the two companies.
But you know what? It's a good shit. Oh. It's a good shit. That's a goddamn good shit that we are putting on. You know?
But it's not.
But that's what Vince thinks. You don't think he thinks that? Or, like I said, I have a theory. Or Vince is out of his fucking mind, or the guy is completely fucking trolling everyone around. And he knows that there is a problem, and he just fucks around with everyone.
Yeah. Also, if anyone wanted to know, the Shorty G segment, from when he actually announced it, gets a minus 1.5. That's the third minus I've given this year.
I agree.
Because the finish to the Hell in a Cell got -2. Bailey's Paddy got -2.
Goddamn, I gotta give the memorable mention to this. And that is Tag Team Tournament as a whole. AEW Tag Team Tournament. That Tag Team Tournament is a banger so far. People, if you didn't watch that, go back to the first match. Watch every single match so far.
It's been fantastic. And we also have to give another little bit of an honourable mention. Bailey's heel turn.
Awesome. Just awesome, dude.
Absolutely awesome from Bailey. And her Miss TV segment just expanded on this, and she gave a very good reason.
Your life sucks and then you die.
Yeah, but she didn't just do it because I just wanted to turn heel because, she was like, I'm always expected to be there for everybody. I'm expected to be the hugger, this, that,
it
and
makes
that.
Sense.
And then as soon as I lose, nobody's there for me. It makes sense.
It makes sense. It does.
She's been that character for so long, and there's no support there, really, because how many fans boo her now?
I don't know.
Before she turned heel. She wasn't exactly over, was she?
No. Oh, goddammit, did somebody say that it makes sense? I gotta change that next week. It can't make sense because I'm Vincent McMahon, goddammit, you know.
Jesus Christ, I think this is probably trialing for one of the longest podcasts we've ever done.
Jesus,
but we've had a lot to say regarding a lot of situations.
It's surprising because we almost didn't have this right.
I know. We would have had like a double. It probably would have been like 2.5 hours next week.
Oh my god! Yeah,
I couldn't do a 2.5 hour podcast.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
That's it. And I think soon we'll see when we'll be doing the yearly awards. So.
Yes, I will be thinking of categories. I will be putting up a video with, like, because you have the eye where you can do polls. And
we
you can all vote. We will just mention what people voted the most of, but obviously our awards will be
what? You know what are we going to do? There's actually a free poll creator. So we're going to make polls for that. Like, we can make that and people can vote. So let's do that, not on YouTube, you know? You can only
but I don't feel like people will click off YouTube to do it.
Why the hell not?
Because people are awkward. I could do both.
What did you say about our fans, dude? Fans, Jesus Christ, I don't call anyone fans. I don't like the word fans. Jesus, why would someone say something? I like these people because those are the same people who are... They're the fans of the product. And we're just talking about the product, so...
Exactly.
We'll see.
It's weird for me to think that I've got 1,400 subscribers. It's just bloody mental.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we do appreciate each and every one of you that watch these videos.
Exactly. And
because this keeps me in dollar for like £20 a month. But it does help the product, seriously, because, like, oh god, video games are expensive.
Yeah, can I just say one thing? Like, it doesn't matter if it's one person or 100 people watching or 1,000. The thing that matters is that we put our opinions out there, and that can lead it can't lead to a bad thing. It can only make things better. So
Exactly. Now, you could leave your opinion about certain things in the comments.
come on, dude. Hey, goddammit, ask some questions. Ask some questions.
Exactly.
You know?
But if you're too much of an asshole with your opinion, I will delete your comment. Because we like different opinions. We just don't like someone being superior, trying to be superior because of their opinion.
And goddammit, what's his name? Paul McCartney. Real Paul McCartney is back, dude. I don't know who that guy is. I swear to God.
I like that guy. He was sad.
I like that. Dude, you're finally back from 66. You know,
he made that live stream entertaining as hell.
Hey, you should maybe sue. You know what? You should maybe sue the current Paul McCartney. Maybe you should get his money, and we can buy WWE, and you can hire us.
If I say DNA test, it would easily prove if he's the real Paul McCartney or not.
Exactly. So, hey, shout out to you, bro, and shout out to Billy Shears. I know that Billy Shears, the guy. By the way, that's his real name. His name is Billy Shepard, whatever. He had a passing. He told us on the stream. His grandfather passed away, so I'm sorry to hear that, and I hope everything is well with you, brother. Just a shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Billy Shears. I hope you're doing well, dude.
Each and every one of you are doing wonderful.
Exactly. We appreciate all of you, and God, this has been the longest podcast, I think.
It is, guys.
Very, very close to being the longest podcast.
And this motherfucker, guess what? You gotta appreciate this podcast because this SOB actually woke me up. I fell asleep. Hey, that's it, guys.
Yeah, this has been an absolute pleasure. Make sure you check out Monday's review and live reactions for Monday Night Raw. And then Wednesday, Fridays, I'm going to start taking Thursdays off for a bit because the constant streaming is quite hard to keep up with, especially after a full day at work.
So when are you going to stream WWE 2K20?
Tuesday. Tuesday, as soon as I get the game and installed everything. Yeah, but I'll be doing one live stream, and then I'll be recording my career because I'm going to be doing that as pre-recorded because
it's very.
I don't like live streaming the games that much because my PlayStation 4 is a bag of shit when it comes to streaming half the time.
Yeah, the great thing is we already have matches. He says he has a list of matches that he's going to stream on the first stream. I think like 8 matches you said or something like that.
It's like 10, I think.
Yeah,
it's mental.
It's going to be crazy. That's going to be the first stream, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and
then we'll be probably doing one of those streams like every other day. Basically, if I'm not watching wrestling, I'll probably do a request your match live stream.
Exactly. And
unless nobody turns up, and then I will stop.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, I think we said everything we had to say.
Check out Tom Reviews while we're here plugging things, because that needs to get to 150 subscribers by the end of the year.
Yeah.
So if we could do that, it's at 110 right now. My food review channel, because I don't want this account to have too many. I've already got gaming and wrestling. I kind of feel like that's enough stuff to manage with.
Yeah, it is. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for watching. We do hope you've enjoyed this. Smash the like button, share and subscribe. Consider becoming a channel member to support. There is a massively expensive perk where you can get a free t-shirt sent to you, as well as you get early access to videos and stuff like that. But right now that's not really in production because no one actually wants your videos.
But to be exact, like, I know some people probably click on the video and get out or something like that, but I don't care. Like I said, even 10 people, honestly, 10 people for us to sit there and for us to know that there is 10, 20 people watching, that's a big number for us. Just to know that 20 people heard what we said. You know what I mean?
So mental.
Yeah, it's mental.
Absolutely mental. It's still mind-blowing that people around the world watch these videos, especially when I watch wrestling, because we have a constant stream of bloody viewers, especially that troll. Shout out to the troll.
Shout out to the trolls.
Yes, thank you, trolls, for watching and keeping me entertained during wrestling, because generally your random shit that you do when I live stream is just so damn funny.
Who the hell is that? I know there are some idiots, but
to be fair, I find it so funny, because like, I know most people get really pissed off at trolls. Yeah. But I'm like the exact opposite. I just sit there and laugh at the random shit they do, and I think it just annoys them because trolls want that angry reaction when they do stuff.
By the way, Paul McCartney, we're not talking about you. I think we are talking about people who are
it's one or two people
insulting who are insulting everything, because I don't think the Paul McCartney guy is the one insulting, So
no, he definitely wasn't.
no. So it's funny. It's funny. That's the thing. It's funny that there are people who basically have no lives who are insulting.
But they're watching my video, so thank you for that, guys. Because at the end of the day, even if you're just trolling me, you still clearly like
clicked on the video.
You clicked on the video. It must mean you don't completely hate this channel, because if you did, you wouldn't just do anything to it.
Yeah. How many times did we try to end this podcast? Let's end it.
Yes, we tried to end this for the last 5 goddamn minutes. All right, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.